My current most worn summer fragrances part 1. I have like 10-15 most worn summer fragrances that I will cover them in 3 videos, like 5 in each video. Without any further ado, I want to start by House of Montserrat, number 1, Melody of the Sun. It is one of those highly underrated Montserrat fragrances, highly complimenting and different compared to all of those Montserrat fragrances, and it is more wearable and safer. Melody of the Sun is a citrusy, musky and woody fragrance. It is more about muskiness at the mid notes, I have to say. At the dry down gets more woody, soft, vetivery, and at the opening is very citrusy and appealing. I wouldn't say it is a beast mode fragrance, but I can say it is a very long lasting fragrance. It lasts very good, but projection and sillage is very soft and airy. Because of that airy and transparent type of projection and sillage, I would say to this one, not a beast mode fragrance, but lasts like 10-12 hours plus, especially on the clothing, like 1 week, and gets solid compliments. Let's continue by House of Dior at number 2. It is a long lasting fragrance actually. At the very first sniff, I didn't think that is gonna last on my skin. I thought max half an hour because it is very airy. Dior Homme Sport. But let's be honest, 3 sprays is more than enough with this one. For me, it is something between regular Dior Homme, like 10-20%, and Dior Homme 2020. It is closer to Dior Homme 2020, although this one came before, and it is powdery, citrusy, and has a very unique stance and scent profile. I can get like 8-10 hours plus longevity with this one. Projection and sillage is solid for first 2 hours. And complimenting factor is, I would say it is a little bit above average, but not a compliment monster. Let's continue by House of Jean Paul Gaultier at number 3, one of the newest releases of this house, Le Beau Paradise Garden. At the very first sniff was like Millésime Imperial from House of Creed, that saltiness, that powdery vibe. This is less muddy compared to that fragrance, or let's say rooty. Exactly. And then I said to myself, it is like something between Milestone from House of Armagh, for example, which is clone of Millésime Imperial. But it has some also sort of differences, let's say, to this one. It is like sweeter compared to that fragrance. Let's say a designery version of Millésime Imperial. It is better, it is more wearable compared to the Millésime Imperial, and it is a little bit aquatic somehow, which is not available in the Millésime Imperial. So let's say to this one, tropical, very little rooty, bitter, and salty. Performance is way better compared to the Millésime Imperial. I can get like solid 10-12 hours plus longevity with this one, and projection and sillage is good for first 2 hours. I would say like good to average, let's say, to the projection and sillage, but longevity is solid with this one. And compliments, I haven't received any compliments with this one so far, let's say. Number 4, one of those very few fragrances that I could go through the whole bottle, I have to say, because I have lots of fragrances in my collection and sometimes I can't wear them even twice a year. But this one is done. I have also one backup bottle, Montblanc Explorer. That's totally finished. Yeah, has like few drops left. So Montblanc Explorer, most of you know, it is very close to Creed Aventus, but it is like metallic and dry version of that fragrance with added pepper and very little leather, which is not that much touchable. So let's say to this one, like spicier, drier version of Creed Aventus. I believe that added pepper here works great with this DNA, adds some sort of very nice aggressiveness, and also ambroxan, which makes this fragrance to stand a bit more designery and modern. I like them, that added pepper and ambroxan work great with this DNA. Projection and sillage is not there. I would say like 2 hours, strong skin scent. That's why I layer it with molecule 1 to give it a better projection. But longevity is solid for me. I can get like 10-12 hours plus longevity. Projection and sillage is there, like strong skin scent. I can smell it. And complimenting factor as big as Aventus, I have to say. Number 5 is a 10 out of 10 fragrance in terms of projection, sillage, longevity, scent profile, compliments. Price, no, but it is a 10 out of 10 fragrance, except price. Let's say to this one, Hacivat from House of Nishane, strong on a steroid, pungent, citrusy, woody, earthy fragrance. Opens up, appealing, citrusy, sour, slightly creamy, and dry down is woody, mossy, earthy, and somehow I can say smoky, but it is like more woody, strong woody. Performance is 12 hours plus, solid on my skin in terms of longevity, and projection and sillage is great for first 2-3 hours, and complementing factor is crazy. Stay tuned for other parts. Take care, guys.